Hello, I'm Cryptic Hybrid and this is Still Joking. Now, Still Joking is an adventure visual novel mix in which you investigate the murder of an actress, but you don't just play some, amazing detective, you actually play the reflection of the murder victim. Now, this is a game that's in development right now. It's coming in the fourth quarter of 2023 in full, but until then, we have a demo, so we're gonna check it out together. Did I click? New game? Did I click? Now I clicked. She's just getting ready in front of the mirror. Serena LC. The Serena LC. Looking over the script, I guess. And suddenly, someone comes to the dressing room. A man. She sees him. She doesn't flinch. She knows him. She cares for him. She feels safe around him, and yet... And on the other side of the mirror, it's our character. Just to clarify, my name is Iris, and I'm a reflection. I used to be a reflection of a famous actress. When a person dies, the connection between them and the reflection snaps, right away, or in a matter of minutes. What was once living is now dead. The human reflection steps aside, and what's left is an inanimate object reflection. Well, that's it. I'll be right there wherever someone looks in the mirror on their side. And me, I'm supposed to be just fine and cope with the fact that my whole world has just shattered and simply forget her. But then, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. After Serena's murder, I wasn't left alone for that long. Someone returned to the crime scene. Not the killer, no. His reflection did. What? Please forgive me. How are you? Did it hurt a lot? You should probably wipe the blood off. Here, take this. Want some water? Or is there a medical kit here somewhere? Do you always kill someone first and then start fretting about it? No. I don't know. It's the first time my prototype does something like this. Maybe he did it before, but I never had to reflect it. Again, I'm so sorry. Do you want anything at all? Oh yes. I want to know why he'd go on and kill Serena. Again, sorry, I have no idea. I always thought that they've got their own lives on the other side of the mirror, which we cannot affect in any way, so it's best to just distance yourself. But how can I ever distance myself from when, Never mind, forget it. How do you feel? Dead. Maybe you'll feel better if you try killing me too? As in, kill you back? Won't you go right back to life as soon as your prototype looks in the mirror again? I will, yes. So, it's a fair deal then. Your offer basically says, hurt me if that kind of thing helps you stress less, right? Under some other circumstances, this could have been amusing. Alas, I meant that it might make you feel at least a little better. It won't. That's too basic. I want to figure out why Serena was killed. Does it have to do with her fame? Does your prototype work in the industry? Is he involved with Argus in any way? Tell me about him. Well, to be honest, I don't see him that often and I hardly know much about him. Neither his name nor his line of work. That's odd. His own reflection doesn't know him? I haven't even seen the murder weapon before, and I don't know anything about the inscription on it. Sorry. I'll probably see my prototype on Saturday again, but why Saturday? Well, won't help you much, I guess, but he's a regular at the barber shop on Maiden Lane. Goes twice a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays. What for? Well, for a trim. Sensational. It's Wednesday today. I never imagined that a hair and beard trim is necessary as you prepare to kill someone. Listen, you shouldn't stay here. You're no longer a reflection, and that puts you in danger. All the dead reflections must arrive at the community's distribution center, all that. You die, and the next thing you know, you already owe them something. What a brave new world. Fuck this. If you stay here, they'll send a squad after you, you know. The squad can go right to hell. You know, the protocol involves stun guns and a stretcher. And the right to decide for me, right? Of course, on stamped paper too. Want to go together? I know my way around there pretty well, and I know a few folks too. No, you're my killer, not my date. We are not going to walk around holding hands, trust me. I don't want to leave her. Should at least wait until they find the body. Oh, okay then. The community is, you know, quite a reasonable agency. And? What I mean is, they'll help you out there at the center. Can they tell me anything about your prototype? No, I mean, they'll help you build your life from now on. Your new life of your own. Seriously? So first I get to reflect her 24/7. To be happy when she's happy and sad when she's sad. And then they turn around and tell me it's finally time to be myself. Simply delightful. And what is myself, I dare wonder? Well, you two are not exactly the same, right? And that I'm still alive? Yeah, you're right. She wouldn't have said this. Dark humor wasn't really her thing. You seem like you've lost a friend. If I can even call someone you didn't even know existed a friend. I'm sorry you feel this way. Should I maybe look around? I know this place like the back of my hand, so I'll hardly spot anything new or... well, might be useful. He left the weapon on the crime scene, at the crime scene. Must be an expression of something. Maybe self-expression, actually? I'm an evil maniac and I do ritual killings of women that are way out of my league. The hieroglyphs on the blade reveal nothing to me whatsoever. Still can't believe it's her over there. Like that. It's like there's a doll slumped in the chair while Serena's out for a minute. And that's the only reason I'm not pulled to reflect her. Because she's dead, there's nothing to reflect. Like, she's an object, she's no longer a person. I'm supposed to come to terms with the fact that my prototype is dead. And with the fact that I've got my new and free, damn it, life ahead. I don't want to though. I simply refuse to think about it. Serena and this bag were inseparable. Apart from the wallet and the makeup bag, perfume and tissues, it also holds a first aid kit, a couple of notebooks, 3 printed script copies scribbled all over, 4 books on preparing for the role, And there are sneaky inner pockets that never let you find what you need right away. This guy then. First he kills me like quite a pro, and then he just stands here being useless, like a pro. There's always a chance that he has a name and more than one layer to his personality. We must have met before, but I cannot remember a single thing about him. Argus. Can't believe that the premiere was just 2 days ago. The critics loved it and so did everyone else. Our best film ever. Like, for real. It's sure going to become a blockbuster now. Yeah, because that always happens when the star is dead. After death, prototypes end up in Haven. And we, the reflections, well in heaven, sorry not heaven, Haven, in heaven. And the reflections proceed to the distribution center. Doesn't sound that great. To be honest, I've never really bothered to learn more. Wasn't planning on dying for a few more years, you know. And it's just me, my kills reflection, and time ticking away as fast as hell. They'll find the body soon. I'm sure I won't have time to ask all the questions I have, if any at all. Alright, so we have a limited amount of questions. Who are you anyway? My name is Roy. My usual routine is traveling to dangerous places, submitting myself to experiments or sacrificing myself. What do you mean by sacrificing yourself? Well, it's a work thing. As you know, I come back to life every time my prototype looks in the mirror. That is usually Tuesdays and Saturdays. So, as long as he's alive, you can die several times a week? Yeah, but it's not bad most of the time. Delightful. And are you Serena? No, I'm Iris. It was Serena's dream to play a novelist called Iris one day. Does it mean you used to care so much about what she dreamt of? Or maybe I just like the name. Seems like your prototype and Serena knew each other, but I don't remember seeing you before. Same here. Let's try figuring this out. You ever been here before? Not even once. In fact, I think this is the first time that I'm reflecting him in a theater. But I've definitely seen the Argus posters before. Then again, they're all over the city. Well, it premiered 2 days ago. By the way, reading the posters, I remember one. It was a bit weird. I came across it by chance and then never saw anything like it. Serena was in it, and everything was white with lots of threads. Called something like rabbit feathers, I think? Funny thing, actually. Rabbit Feathers is a non-existent film starring a non-existent actress with an unpronounceable stage name. Simply speaking, it's part of the whitening thriller plot, and you could have only seen these posters around film sets. Seriously? Does it mean the Retro Cafe on Delia Street is a prop? It was very dusty there, all filled with water pipe smoke, and I left as soon as I no longer had to reflect him. My sincere congrats. Not too much film production drama for you then. And it seems like your prototype is somehow involved with the industry after all. Well, turns out we could have met earlier. Would you prefer killing someone you already knew, huh? My bad, sorry. I'm sorry too. I know you're not loving this either. Oh? Suz. My dear lord, Serena? Serena! Oh shit, I should really... Sorry to grab you like this, I didn't mean to scare you. She was to repeat after her prototype and she was on her way to crash into dangerous stuff. Yeah, since her prototype looked into the mirror on her side, everything had here had to become exactly the same. Well, almost. The chair would have been visualized right through me, and not just the chair. Well done. You killed me once and you saved me once too. Talk about evening the score. Oh, right, well, doesn't sound that even to me. But seriously, thank you. You did the right thing, and I just froze like a fool. Who is she, by the way? Suze is my makeup artist. Well, Serena's makeup artist. She came to me for the stage, and instead ended up with a new reflection on her hands that couldn't care less about makeup. Practically speaking, a dead body is just an object, so it is its reflection. You, meanwhile, are alive. Well, she used to be alive, same as me. Oh, she just left the body? Oh, and now her reflection's here. My sweet little girl, how is this even possible? We were going off to O'Donnell later, weren't we? O'Donnell's? It's a pub, yeah. Dear me, in front of the mirror of all places, how awful. Was it quick at least? You know what, don't answer that, I'm sorry. Just can't get my head around it. Says? I know, I talk too much, don't I? Oh, darling. Well, at least you'll remain beautiful for the rest of your life. Nothing like an old hag I'll turn into by the time I die in 30 years or so. And when I do die, everyone's going to assume you're not my friend but my granddaughter. Says? It's handy there's no mobile reception here. She's run off to call the police. We've got very little time since I'm about to start reflecting again. Time is indeed an issue, ma'am. Was that a ma'am? Who are you anyways? His name is Roy, and he killed me. Sus, I want to know what happened today. What do you mean happened? So he's the one who killed you? This scumbag? Yep, that's me. Yes, but why? Sus, please do me a favor. Memorize everything that will happen here. I'll try to get in touch with you very soon. Oh, Iris, why are you always like this? You're always up to something. Take now, you're sitting here all bloody, your hair's a mess, hugging away with this killer, and instead of just asking him, you're asking me for favors? I mean, of course I'll take note of everything, but honestly, girl. We'll go to O'Donnell's, and I'll treat you to the largest Irish coffee on the menu, I promise. Oh, I won't have to wait for too long. Why, what do we do now? Oh, you can't stay here. People will rush in any minute, and it's going to be a complete... it'll get even worse than it is now. And you, why don't you make yourself useful? Get her out of here. What's the point of you of looking at the body now? Got any manners at all, huh? Jesus, she's really scolding him, huh? Anyways, this chat best be over. Time's running out, and you've got a lot to do, and so do I. But before I go, come over here for a sec, I'll just touch up the contour. Here you go, much better. Okay then, come here and give your old friend a final hug and off you go. New life ahead. You take care, my sweet darling. I'll do my best. Don't forget about large Irish coffee, sis. How could I? And now we leave. Good luck. Should I maybe come with you after all? I'll be fine. Alright, in that case, I hope I make a better impression the next time we meet. Shouldn't be too hard. And yeah, if your prototype ever breaks its neck, do let me know. Somehow. Maybe send a dove of champagne or something? Absolutely will do. The reflection afterlife, huh? Welcome, please keep moving and don't hold up. Lectures hall 15, 16 and 17. Go on, don't stand around, proceed that way. Lecture hall 15, 16 and 17. So many doors. Last minute change of heart, anyone? Whoa. So a guy that was killed in a gunfight? Looks bad. He seems to have no clue about what's going on. Okay. Please proceed, nothing to see here. Hey, you with the gun. Maybe there's like a guide or a manual or on immediate help for cases like this. Would be mighty useful.
Go on, this way please. Proceed this way, don't linger. He just steps to the door. Where is he going though? That way everyone. Lecture halls 15, 16 and 17. Hey, who are you? What happened to you?
And they didn't even think to ask the bloodied man with a gun what happened. Glorious.
Hey, I've seen you somewhere before.
Nope, you haven't. You in? Standard excuse. You must be confusing me with someone else. Which lecture halls again?
15, 16 and 17. Hold on, I definitely know you. Aren't you that?
Thanks, I'll get going now.
So many doors.
So there are 3 seats in front, in the front row only, but then again, I don't really feel like going back to the hallway. What's that on the poster? Reflect and... Sorry, reflect and forget.
Let me start with the warmest greetings on behalf of the community. You will no longer be pulled to mirrors, your prototypes are dead, and you're finally free to do as you please.
Yay!
That's a little bit awkward, but okay.
Not all reflections got lucky with a prototype, sure, but the mere idea of congratulating us on their death.
Some fundamental basics here. Now you all need to eat and sleep regularly, and shower too. Your prototype could bring you back to life with a single glance in the mirror, but that's no longer the case, so I wouldn't risk it. Should anything bad happen to you, the consequences are irreversible. This is crucial, so I'll say it again. Do take care of yourselves. You'll thank your own selves later. Now, a few organizational aspects. We are the community's distribution center. This is where all the newbies end up, no exceptions. Once this intro lecture is over, please head over to the staff. They'll provide you with forms to fill in, and that'll help you assign all of your curators. In the next 2 months, you'll be all gradually settling into this new world. Then you'll get a job and move on to live your own. For now, you are in the community's care.
It's about time they hand over branded caps and badges with "Welcome to the community" printed all over, and get us to sign for these. And then demand them back in mint condition 2 months.
Just a reminder for those who have may forgotten the basics. Away from the mirrors, everything is flexible. The community was formed by the reflections who managed to harness these processes. Soon enough, you will learn to link different spaces, create items, and alter reality. If you have any questions, fire away. If you don't, address any of the staff in the hallway for further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
What is this mini lecture? Micro lecture even? Each sentence invites at least one big question and then a bunch of follow-ups. This sucks. Seems like a good time for a promo. Something like, buy your hard liquor from the community and get some other session with a cute therapist as a gift. Apparently though, I'll just be riding off into the sunset, looking for trouble. Or should I skip trouble and just ask one of the staff to find me a curator and speed everything up? How about you stay instead? And figure out how the community's cold and heartless bureaucracy operates and maybe even learn something useful here? Sounds boring, but it could be worth it.
I mean, she has multiple personalities now?
Let's stay for the lecture. Alright then, let's see what my fellow miserables are keen to learn. If anything. Is everyone waiting for someone else to go for it? I mean, I sure could. And what if, oh nice, someone's good to go. And what if I don't give a single damn about you all? All your curators, changes, distribution centers, gonna tie me to a chair, are you? To my bed, the radiator, the windowsill? The chandelier? And like wash me? Like brainwash me or something? Or jab in with some shit to silence me?
What?
Damn, my head,
What's going on? You can leave the lecture hall right now and no one will do anything about it. In that case, however, you'll have to get food, shelter, and a job all by yourself.
Food? Ugh. No, no food. Is she hungover? Did someone party too hard? So then, what should I... flick my fingers or something? Or drag something here, like, or...
No, she's drunk.
Like, alternative?
Well, some newbies find jobs and settle in before their prototypes are even dead. If you're one of them, you'll breeze through the whole thing. If not, your curator will help you deal with your hangover.
We seem to agree on something here. I'm not hungover in the slightest. It's just that my head... not hungover. Yeah. Anyways.
She's hungover and dead.
I wonder who I relate to here. No one asked the girl what she wanted and the lecturer now is investigating a possible hungover. And everyone's loving it. Or is anyone even listening? Doesn't seem like it, to be honest. Guess I should shake up the crowd and make them care by... say asking a few tricky questions. 2 at least? And see how it works out in the long run. Right now I can pick on the lecturer a bit, stir him enough to get emotional and maybe say something useful. Alternatively, I can sweet talk to him with the same intent, or not bother at all. Let's see. Let's ask a comfortable question. Get him to open up a little bit and maybe a provoking one. Tell us, please. Why do you even provide us with all these curators, group support and all that?
Well, we aim to be mindful towards all the community members. All of you are going through something of a rough patch right now, and we can make things easier for you. Yes?
What kind of a rough patch?
Oh, sorry. I missed a thing. What? Oh, sorry. I have to wait for the...
The question seems to have come from this guy playing some game with another next to him, suddenly realizing there's a rough patch ahead.
Well, when the leash snaps, it's normal to experience stress just as much as joy. You used to have your certainty. Wasn't always a pleasant one, but at least it was familiar. There was your prototype, and there were mirrors, and you couldn't break away. And now you're on your own, and you don't know how the world works around you. Around you works. Crucially, you don't know what you want from it. Acknowledgement will take time and effort. And we understand you all very well.
Oh, awesome! That's a little bit weird. Oh, sounds good. Yeah, not bad at all, I say.
Thank you for the great question. I'm glad that my lecture has piqued the interest of the very Serena Elsie's reflection. A round of applause, please, everyone. Do they know her? Well, her reflection.
He just couldn't leave me out of it in the end, could he? I sure did pique. It sure did pique my interest, and I've actually got some questions. Look how determined she is, huh? And straightforward too. Not even sure it's appropriate. Not surprising at all given her story. If I worked this much, I'd avoid meaningless banter too. You're not avoiding it though. Oh, shut up, you.
Of course, Miss Elsie. What's your question?
Miss Elsie? I'm Iris and I don't even have a last name. Even though my life is nobody's business here, really. What is the community?
Can you please specify what you want to know?
How did the community appear? How has it evolved? What has it achieved and what are its goals?
Oh, this is quite a broad question you're suggesting here. Well, originally, our world was split into multiple minor spaces separated from one another by the void. It made communicating very hard. And then, car mirrors were invented and became the most commonplace thing. The reflections had used to live in small groups, and now they had an opportunity to communicate and exchange their experiences. This is when the community appeared. I mean, not appeared per se, but was founded by the greats of the past. Eric Hansen, Rook Järvinen, Glenn Stenvall, Ragnar Farstad, and others. Thanks to them, the reflections learned to alter the space around them, which had the most critical impact on our history. But let's not go into too much detail here. The community's first goal was to expand by incorporating new territories. On one of them, Crystal City was founded. It's our capital today. Yes? Is it made of crystal for real? More, it looks like it. However, it is unique not only because of its appearance. As you all know, nothing is permanent in the prototypes' world. They have to keep fixing and maintaining everything, from items and buildings to the actual streets. Unfortunately, it's the same here too, except for Crystal City. There, nothing ever shatters, disappears, or cracks. Never ever. Whoa, just like those elven cities in the video game. Yes, just like that.
I'm sensing a catch here. Nothing disappears in the prototype's world, otherwise they have made a movie about it by now, a documentary even. Now, turns out that things do disappear here, at least outside that Crystal City place. It must either be badly worded or someone's hiding something. I could try finding out more, but I bet the lecturer won't be overjoyed.
Do I care about him not being overjoyed?
Alternatively, I could ask more about the community's goals and listen to yet more inspiring stories that certain elven city lovers find so exciting. In fact, I could also just go and nip that unsolicited attention in the bud.
No. Let's poke a bit now.
Excuse me, what exactly disappears outside Crystal City?
Well, just like anywhere really, everything dangerously placed.
Could you give me an example?
Well, let's see. Say if you place a wine glass on the edge of the table and knock it off with your hand, it'll shatter.
And it won't shatter if it takes place in Crystal City?
Well, not quite. It'll shatter, but
But?
the shards still remain.
But the shards still remain in the real world as well.
Well, in the prototype's world. So what's the deal here?
He's being incredibly vague. What's his deal? So, does everything get destroyed and disappear? Or just the wine glasses that are recklessly knocked off outside that Crystal City?
Well, in theory, of course, everything can be fully destroyed.
Let's sum it up. There are dangerous places where everything can get destroyed and disappear without a trace. Am I missing something?
Look, if you want to tell me, if you want me to tell you more about the void, just say so and stop dancing around.
I think I do want to know more about this void. Wow.
Well, yes, it exists. Yes, we're looking for new territories there. And yes, sometimes, very seldom, I like to point out, something falls into it. Uh-oh.
Or someone? What a grateful audience. Doesn't get better than this.
There's nothing scary special about the void. It's a little bit scary though. Chances are you'll never even get close to it, ever. Those who work in the void are putting themselves in danger voluntarily. Everyone else is safe.
Unless, of course, someone knocks them off the table or something. I wanted her autograph, but now I'm scared that she'll just laugh at me. You for real? He wouldn't have told us shit if we asked. It's pretty obvious that Serena is all for justice. They must have taught her this way. Who taught her? Well, yeah, I'd love to know that too. Don't you know she was a lifeguard in her early years?
Well, these people really know a lot about my life. Well, about my prototype's life.
Oh yes, and then she part-time as a secret agent, an astronaut, and a prime minister's mistress. Or am I getting the order wrong?
That was probably just roles.
With a job like hers, one can follow her ideals and be cool, you know? I don't think that... Shush.
Any more questions? Any more? Okay. Are there any official ranks in the community? Like, can you become, say, a general or a commander-in-chief? No, not exactly. The community is comprised of two factions, the Seekers and the Effectors. Each has its own hierarchy, but neither is very well formalized.
Can you tell us more about these factions?
Well, we'll happily oblige. The Seekers are scientists. They're easily fascinated and caring. They're into history and science. Actually, they're into everything around them. They accumulate knowledge, build hypotheses, study unusual phenomena, and encourage curiosity. Now, the Effectors are practitioners. They love experimenting and bringing into effect all the ideas the scientists come up with. If you're bored, try them. They'll definitely keep you entertained. By the way, you can ask for a curator from a specific faction. Our staff will mark down your preference.
I want to sing. Where do I go?
Well, the practitioners. Now, if you want to write music, then opt for the scientists. If you want to do both, you'll just cooperate with both factions. It's a valid way.
Are you saying that I'll get a vocals curator and then end up working with a composer right away? Whoa!
Okay, she's very excited. It's a bit more complicated than this, but don't worry, your preferences will certainly be taken into account. Just make sure you don't forget to voice them.
Just how much more complicated? I guess the lecture doesn't feel like responding to this.
Alright, let's poke more.
How much more complicated? You got a girl here who knows what she wants to do. When can she start? In a month? 2 months? A year?
Well, it depends on her curator and her learning curve. If everything goes smoothly, she could get there in about 8 months.
8 months? But I need to practice! For some reason, I've got this mental image. Someone forcing the poor thing to study higher maths. No singing for you, young lady, until you ace the integrals. I don't even know what integrals are.
Calm down, there's no reason to worry. This math scenario is highly unlikely.
But it could happen.
Well, studying involves acquiring skills that are imperative to living comfortably in our world. If you are on good terms with your curator and study well, you'll succeed.
And what if he does end up making me study math?
Don't worry, you'll manage.
This is all very assuring.
No, it's not.
Serena, can I ask you a question? The singer wants to chat. I hope she's not going to ask me to explain the integrals to her. Yes, hi? Can you recommend a curator? Is there anyone suitable that you know? No. I'm not asking you for introductions, of course. It's just that what if they don't let me sing? It'll be terrible. They won't do that, right? Please, I need some advice on what to do. Flip a coin, panic, pretend you're fainted. Excuse me, what? Alright, let's go the boring way. Should you announce at the top of your voice that you want to sing and you want the best curator out there? I don't know. You can probably secure some favorable conditions, or you won't and they'll assign you to someone who knows how to deal with the outspoken. There's the middle option. You wait for the right moment. It's likely that it will never come. But what do I do then? Pick something and be prepared for the consequences, or pick nothing and be prepared for nothing, or pretend you faint and spy on the commotion that ensues. Just make sure they don't figure you out. You're so weird. Oh, I know.
Any more questions? Don't even know how to approach this. Back in the hallway I saw a man all bloodstained with a gun, and he looked like as if he wasn't really here. It was really disturbing, and I just... Don't worry. He'll get all the medical help he needs and he'll be fine. So these things happen? That sometimes only, right? And how is he... does he remember what happened to him? How can he ever be fine? Unfortunately, we cannot do anything about cases like this. But you did say he'll be fine, didn't you? In rare cases, prototypes die in front of the mirror, including violent deaths. Of course, it's a grave emotional experience. The community does everything to help them work through the aftermath of such deaths, but sadly there's no way of preventing them. But how even... he can't just up and leave and forget the whole thing now, can he? We are not accountable for our prototypes' actions. Reflect and forget, remember? Look, Miss Elsie here is also stained with blood. And yet she's doing just fine. She's I mean, that's a weird assumption. I mean, I'm just standing here, well, sitting here. Doesn't mean she, Iris is doing fine.
Oh yes, I'm doing splendid. Never been better.
And the man you've seen will recover too. He just needs more time to come around. More questions, anyone?
Please hold on. Miss Elsie, is it really not as bad as it looks? Is he telling the truth?
I mean, this is pretty bad. To see all this is pretty bad. Miss Elsie?
I don't want to talk about it. It's a bad. This is a bad sign. I'm going to go and see someone about it.
And they'll look after her. That's she does turn heads for sure. Even in death. Well, afterlife, kinda.
Oh my, so Serena Elsie's off the grid now? Dear me. Stay chill, Iris. Stay chill.
Can I just have the forms, please?
It was drugs, wasn't it?
Yeah, what? Just because she's an actress, she's supposed to, die of an overdose? Really?
Although stars go off the hook sooner or later. You can wear the mask of cool all you want, but at some point justice gets served. Oh yes.
Okay, someone's jealous.
Ever seen a forensic pathologist open a corpse's chest? What? Why are you... Want me to show you? Serena rehearsed it a lot for a role, so I can repeat the entire thing even with my eyes shut. The incision will be impeccable. Even though you probably won't be able to see it. Cynthia, sign her up for my group. Have you heard what she just said to me?
I have. Just sign her.
But the form...
We'll fill it in together.
Alright, as you please, take her away. So I'm going to stop behaving irrationally now and follow you because I'm the only one of the curators who knows how you feel. My prototype was a model. The runways, the makeup, then more runways, then photo shoots, and well, yes, even more runways. Enormous stress and even greater willpower. I never wanted to be anyone else. When she died, I felt like my oxygen was cut off. My name is Dora, by the way. I'm guessing she died from drugs? I don't know. I mean, she, probably. Overdose? Dora? I'm Iris, and I sometimes bully everyone around me. Isn't a problem, you reckon? In my first week after her death, I smashed an antique vase on the head of one friendly young man who just wouldn't leave me alone. This will pass. Huh? Nice to meet you, Dora. Iris, I'll be your curator for the next 2 months. Today, you'll be joining a group of other newbies on an expedition away from here. A group? I work with reflections that used to spend a lot of time in front of the mirror. There are currently 4 of you, including yourself. We'll get back to the expedition in a bit. For now, let's fill in your form. Hold on. If we are going somewhere, I'd like to be able to go back sometimes. To your friends? Sure thing. I'll teach you how to create doors and you can go anywhere you want through those. Oh, okay. Let's do the form then. Name and sex? Got it. Age? 26. Marital status?
That's funny.
I'm very single. I mean, I am. No idea about Serena's situation. She has had no mirrors in her bedroom. By the way, if you decide to marry, don't forget to notify the community. What for? It's to do with the marital status and property rights. The wedding and such like are up to you. Okay, now, prototype's occupation, actress, cause of prototype's death. She was killed. Her cause of death is murder. Should be easy to say it out loud, shouldn't it? Iris? In the very best of Shakespearean tradition, she was cold-heartedly stabbed by a ghost in her own dressing room, right in front of the mirror. My sincere condolences, but it's good that your sense of humor is still here. Many reflections come apart in similar situations. I have to warn you, actually, you're likely to lapse into nightmares at some point. You mean dreams about death? Not just those. Random memories related to the prototype may surface. It gets better with time, though. You're currently under the so-called mirror death curse, which, in other words, is simply your adjustment period. Delightful. Trying to be too hung up on emotional struggle. Alright, Iris, what about bad habits? Smoking, drinking, drugs? Had to smoke during filming, used herbal roll-ups, but never fell into the habit. I'd say I'm neutral to positive regarding alcohol, and I don't do drugs. I see. Overall health? Well, splendid. Exceptional even. No panting, no prototype, and even the stab wound has closed by now. Well, prototype's fatal wounds are not passed on to the reflections. If there are no problems, we're moving on to the next question. Do you have any particular talents or skills? Well, she has a particular set of skills. Like Liam Neeson. Yeah, let's take it seriously for now. My improv skills are not bad, my memory is good, I'm in great shape, and I have a superb personality. My patience is a letdown though. Are there many questions left? No, that's it, we're done. How about I tell you more about the expedition then? And then you can ask any questions you might want. We are a small group of scientists and practitioners engaged in discovering and stabilizing new territories in the void. Oh, really? So that's the dangerous jobs. Those are dangerous jobs in this world. Going to the void looking for new territory, right? In order for the reflections to have space to inhabit and procure resources from, you'll see. Can you say it again, but in simpler terms? Well, in a nutshell, we board buses, explore the void, and occasionally transport things for the community. You'll have the opportunity to get new impressions, figure out what you might want to do in the future, and catch a break from the rubbernecks. Rubbernecks? Thank you. And yeah, that final point is particularly inspiring. Tell me more about Crystal City, please. Do you want to know anything in particular? Guess I'd like a few fundamentals. Iris, do you know what stabilization stands for? No, I would assume it refers to maintain the current state of something. More or less so. Everything out of reach of the mirrors gets gradually destroyed. Your bag with its entire contents will start going bleak and cracking here and there in a week or two, unless you do something about it. Delightful. Stabilization is a deliberate action intended to prevent that destruction. We can fix items up. It's not hard at all, I'll teach you. Now, Crystal City is where nothing ever requires any fixing up. You mean, if I take my bag to Crystal City, I won't have to worry about it and do anything to it? Indeed, but you're only getting there towards the end of our expedition, so you'll have to learn the ropes anyway. Can we open a Crystal City flagship office in our bus, or you're taking a shot at one of our world's greatest mysteries? No one knows why the capital is like this. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Maybe we can discover that, though. Dora, can you tell me more about the Void? Well, the first thing you need to know about the Void is that it's dangerous. Anything that comes in contact with it gets quickly destroyed. Sure, there are ways of slowing the destruction down, but more on that later. The second thing to remember is that the Void is heterogeneous. Heterogeneous? Whatever. English is not my first language. Sometimes stabilized areas merge here and there, and they're technically not the Void as such. Can you give me an example? Well, if you've ever seen mist, say in films, then you should be able to visualize a mountain with its bottom fully covered and its top fully visible because of clean air. You'd be safe there at the top, not putting yourself at risk. In reality, they're often roads rather than mountains. They appear out of nowhere and deteriorate for no apparent reason unless certain measures are taken. We use these roads to look for new territories. You'll see for yourself soon. Now, the third point to note, the Void is poorly studied, therefore complying with safety regulations is a must. Goes great with the first point, beware of danger, don't touch. Now go right in. By the way, if you hear anything, my dog is dreaming.
And she's, making noises. She's, chasing rabbits or like foxes actually, because, probably foxes. Not go right in, but rather let's have a careful look. Tell me please, how exactly do expeditions work? There are two groups of people in an expedition, the scientists and the practitioners. Each group has a leader in charge, someone to organize their subordinates' work and be responsible for them. Leaders make decisions together when it comes to matters that affect the entire expedition. What if their opinions are divided? Well, it depends really. In case of an emergency, the practitioners' leaders make the final call. If the matter in question is more about planning, then the scientist leader is in charge. And what about you? Does your opinion count? Well, me and the medics, we offer advisory votes, which means they don't count. And what is the community's role in all of this? They allocate resources and approve expedition plans. A plan outlines the route, the necessary stopovers, and the target metrics. Sounds kind of dismal. Well, fortunately, our contribution is not required in this regard. Iris, as a matter of fact, each expedition is always organized somewhat differently, but in our case, there's no need to worry about the red tape. So I won't have to write reports every day then? No, even I don't have to. Glorious. Okay, I don't care about her prototype necessarily. I think that's it for me, thanks. Fine then. Oh, and by the way, if you have no reflecting objects with you, there are pieces of polished metal fixed in places of mirrors on the bus. Or remind me later to find something for you that's a bit more compact. Not a bad idea. I'll never see anyone in the mirror again, but it won't hurt to have a way to fix my hair once in a while. Or should I say, no one will ever see me in the mirror again. What's with Iris too? What's her deal? Dora, what's taking you so long? We're leaving in like half an hour. I've got someone new on board. She'll be joining us. I'm Iris. Oh, ain't that neat. Perfect timing, Iris. Back up, we've got no time to spare. Can I just, like, change clothes for an expedition? Chloe's coming with us. She's one of the practitioners. You won't have to interact much. However, she's right. It's time to pack. What do I pack? Offer help with a motive. What does that mean? Offer unconditional help. With a motive, because yes, I'm not just here to play along with the community and be like, oh, I'm just gonna live my new life and it's fine. It's I want to solve my my prototype's murder. What do you say? I help you make it all on time now, and then you help me. No thanks, I'm good. Or to be honest, I'm rather pressed for time, but I don't want to owe you don't know what. What if it's a know what? I need to get in touch with someone from the living. So that's basically helping you with a door when I've got time. Well, you got yourself a deal. Nice! Fantabulous. Where do I dash next? Here, take this. Number 1. Take the letter in the completed form to our leader, Tien. I'm certain, Tien? Maybe it's Tien. I think it's Tien. Probably Tien. I don't know. Certainly she's still in her office. Okay. Okay, so Tien is here. That's B. Are we here? Number 2. Deliver the papers they'll hand you at the warehouse to the staff that processes all the paperwork. They'll issue a letter of confirmation, which I need. So this is first. And number 3. Help Maximilian find spare boxes of paint. What? I'm guessing he could use a hand. That way you also get to meet one of our expedition's companions. And where are we now exactly? Oh, right here. We are here. Okay, so we're here. I have to go here first, and then... I don't know. Go to warehouse first and get changed. Show the keeper your request form. Okay, that's the warehouse. Okay, you'll find him right here. So I'll be running someone else's errands all over the place. Huh, dull. Try doing it all if possible, and I'll see you at the bus. I marked the spot for you. Okay, so this is the bus, this is the warehouse. Okay, alright, starting with the warehouse.
Here's a thought. Can I get a pirate costume and a blunderbuss here? I love a blunderbuss. Huh, probably not. Wait, should I save? I should save. Okay. Warehouse. This is a long ass demo. Good evening. I'm about to ride off into the sunset with Dora. Here's the list.
Basic history and expedition overalls, female, size.
It's an M.
Easy peasy. I'll get your stuff. Sign here, will you?
I like how it's like. I really like how it's you know, mirrored. She put iris. Nice.
Here you go. Should try it on. Right here in front of you. Oh, okay. And listen, you're her, aren't you? That's Selena girl?
If the clothes fit, I'll be able to bash his head and flee. In fact, even if they don't fit.
So then, mine was watching telly right before his shift. It was a news piece on her.
A news piece. They may have said something important. What piece exactly?
Something about her being sacrificed by some cult or something.
Okay, so wait, this guy died after Selena's death? And he's here yet? Okay, so time works weird here? A cult, you say?
Scientists or whatever they are. The press was saying she owed them money, or maybe there was some orgy gone wrong, or even a ritual killing, you know? Fancy that. How stupid should you be for real?
Crap.
So it's true then? Don't be bad. Don't be bad, beautiful. You ain't her after all. I'd be happy if mine kicked the bucket, I'm telling you. I'd be free, huh?
Oh, he's not dead. He's just a reflection. Right, so his prototype is still alive. Or is he? Let's hope that the cult find your guy and end him then. Can I have my papers, please?
I don't give a damn about him. Here you go. My regards to Dora.
All the best.
She shouldn't have to be that mean, though.
First, the killer leaves a stylish knife on the at the crime scene, and then he's suddenly appointed by some cult? Glorious. All self-respecting cult members wear black robes, apply eyeliner, and study Latin proverbs for breakfast. Wonder if Roy would look dandy and all that. Sus would vent at him, alright, for such a shallow dramatic interpretation. What's up with Iris too, though? Where am I headed, by the way? Should be Tien, the scientist leader, or the staff, or to my future expedition companion's rescue. I can probably cover the entire lot as long as I have time. And I mean, I could just head straight to the bus and not help Dora. Still an option, right? What's this? 17 minutes? Oh, 17 minutes left. Okay, so yes, let's Tien first. Yes. The paper's folded, but I can just about make out some info. From Roy. From Roy? What's that supposed to mean? The guy must have been so overwhelmed by guilt that he managed to find me a curator, arrange everything, and obviously check with me too. And in a matter of minutes. I mean, he did promise to make a better impression next time we meet, and not before that. Name, Iris. Sex, male crossed out, female. Age 26. Marital status not married. Prototype's occupation, actress. Death stab wound in the margin. NB, the second one in my group from the front of the mirror, but don't worry, it's all under control. Someone here likes to have things under control, eh? Someone else in the group has died in front of the mirror, which makes Tien worry. Now, Iris clearly shouldn't worry at all. Even though, maybe there's indeed no reason for me to worry. It's fine as it is. Huh. Maybe whoever's doing the killing wants the reflections to meet on the other side together and maybe to go on expeditions. What if the community is involved in killing prototypes in order to get more people, more reflections for their work and their needs? Okay, that's a working theory. I like it. Hello, the sound on the door suggests you're Tien, right? Good evening. I am, yes. And you are? I'm Iris. I'm about to leave with Dora, and she asked me to drop by this envelope with my form. A flyer for Elaine. She suddenly knows whose reflection I am. Thrilling. With Dora? No way. Unexpected, but such a good timing too. Welcome. We don't always act last minute, don't you worry. And that's when I'm finally scared. I need to head on, sorry. By the way, are you going to visit anyone from the staff too? If you are, will you please take this envelope there? Yes, of course. I have 17 minutes, well, less than 17 minutes now. I just love examining someone else's envelopes against the light. Many thanks. There's just too much work here. See you, Iris. Very brief. What we got here? Whoa, a single sheet of paper, an unknown recipient, and only a couple of lines of text. We hereby inform you that we will not be able to attend the Andrew Numi Award ceremony due to preparations for the new expedition. Best regards, and a bunch of signatures. That's interesting. Dora had made time for getting me on board, and her signature is on this thing too. But then, maybe award ceremonies take ages, or they might be holding a grudge against Andrew Numi, whoever that is. Anyhow, nothing valuable here. Real shame. I'll just have to hand this in to the staff, I guess. Alright, let's get to... Okay, 40 minutes left. I think we can do all of it. All the stuff. Hello? Are you Maximilian? Oh? And how do you care? I'm Iris, from Dora's group too. She asked me to help you with the boxes of paint. I'm sure I'll manage on my own. Dora did ask though. Free of you to knock yourself out. I won't be in your way. Okay then, you checked here? Max? Maximilian and Max are two distinctly different names. Why is everyone always confusing them? Alright, Maximilian. So what about these shelves then? Nothing alright about it. Shelves? I think I checked those. We need red and blue. I wonder, if I start crying now, is he going to tell me right away that it was all my own fault? Or is he going to bring it up later? Why can't one just get on with their tasks and not get on others' nerves? She asked sadly. Nope, she could have asked sadly. It's just that the prospect of being stuck in a closed space with an easily irritable. Sorry, it's irritable. Again, English is not my first language. Irritable hunk is not too exciting. I'd better be delicate. Any other paint we need? Which other? Dora said red and blue, didn't she? Why all these questions of yours? I'm minding my own business, aren't I? Which is good. Alright, red and blue. So, let's check. Is this red? He's red and yellow too. Marked as silver and copper is for yellow. Wait, maybe I need to write stuff down? Like, do I need to... Is this a puzzle of some kind?
Silver and copper. Okay, so copper would be yellow. What? Yeah, is that a thing? Okay, let's see. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a thing. There must be some logic behind all these markings. Well, there could be. Okay, so copper is yellow. Oh great, there's the blue paint. Why is it all marked gold though? Okay, so gold is blue. Okay, so I need red and blue. Okay. I know there's white, pink, and yellow gold, and then black gold, if I may stretch it, but blue? Well, it's a bit too heavy for paint. Some random parts signed as splints for practitioners, and below it says gold, titanium, tin, copper, silver. Mysterious. Oh, so dusty, and badges on top. Takeo, head doctor. Dora, curator, and a bunch of others. Seems like people remember their names and job titles excellently. While the papers recommended order for multiple buses en route together. While not compulsory for execution, it however includes information that will help you optimize the process of ordering a string of buses based on the specifics of the route, accounting for a variety of conditions. And a handful of these too. I do hope we won't be learning them by heart. Maximilian, I found the paints, the bottom shelf on the second from the top. Try getting them on the bus. What a joy. I don't see why you asked me to look for something if I'm not really going to need it after all. I don't see it either, but I'm polite. Polite. Nice and polite. Damn this self-persuasion. You're welcome. Alright, 6 minutes left. I want you for expedition. Okay. Hello there. I need a letter of confirmation, and I've got an envelope from TN for you too. Oh, good evening. Just a sec. Another reflection from her, huh? No surprises here, but thanks for bringing it over. A rejection, sorry, not reflection, it's a rejection. Now, regarding that confirmation. Seems filled in properly, but let me just... Oh my! You gotta be kidding me, you're Serena's reflection! I could have been kidding, but... Yes, that's me. But if you're here, that must mean that... Aw, this is awful, what happened? I'm sure the details are already all over the news. Come on, do you mind or what? I'm such a big fan, I've seen Flashlight for like 1,000,000 times. Phenomenal taste. This all was at the top of Serena's I'm not proud of that list. Can you just issue the letter of confirmation for me, please? Just... sure thing, just a sec. I got this one blank right here, almost filled in and ready to go. Can you at least tell me if Serena was at all involved with that hot Spaniard? Do you mean Diaz? Diaz? Oh, once I've got that confirmation, I'll spill all the juiciest beans for you. Or not. So she was! I totally knew it. Thank you, and have a good evening. But what about Diaz? Yeah, let's make up a story, yeah, why not? Did you think they had met on the set of Flashlight? Absolutely. First they played lovers and then they just cannot deny their feelings and, well, you're wrong. They had been in love from their childhood years, but cruel fate separated them. Can you believe Diaz was forced into marrying this daughter of a Cuban drug lord? Holy crap! Oh yes, very holy. She never went public with him for obvious reasons, you know? Does Mafia have anything to do with it? Yeah, the Mafia had craftily robbed me of the rest of the time I had. Oh. I can say no more. I'm being watched. She's quite... And now, the one very light-footed Iris shall be speeding towards the bus. Yes, because we don't have... I don't have time. No time, to the bus! Oh, come on, it's a shitty school bus? Really? Iris, excellent. Have you gotten the letter of confirmation?
Yes, here you go. And Tien has the envelope. Envelope, no, envelope. Brilliant. I see Max is here with the paints too.
It's Maximilian.
My apologies. Iris, very well done. I can clearly add relay racing to my outstanding skills. Oh, and planning relay races too? I also add the skill of admitting your own outstanding skills. Let's go though. We should be leaving. To the void! Can I get a mirror? Or is it gonna be... oh no. Phew. Apparently I'm headed on a research mission to study the void, with Dora in charge. She packs a bus full of newbies with her. She packed a bus full of newbies. Let's brush up on them. The man in green is Third. The hunk is Maximilian. The sleeping guy is Tom. Who's the sleeping guy? Oh, there's a guy here as well. I guess? Is that a person? Or no? In fact, I'm yet to see him awake. At this rate, might have to wait until tomorrow. Oh, and the sneaky young woman with the comfiest bunk bed is none other than myself. Iris, adventurer. Can't even start to imagine what's going to come of all this. And this is the end. Days After Death 1. This is the end of the demo? Do we get a memory? What? What's this? Rescuing my murderer? That's a memory. That's Selena's memory. Huh. Nightmares, huh? It's alright. They'll be gone with time. Just have some patience. And get dressed now. I got a quick announcement to make. Oh Jesus, what happened to this guy? Look at him. Good morning again, everyone. Another hour or so and our expedition will be making its first stop. You'll learn how to manipulate matter somewhat and get a decent breakfast too. But if you're hungry now, I can offer a few quick bites. Nutrition bars, biscuits, juice, water, coffee?
No thanks. I'm not hungry.
Me neither. Suit yourself, but breakfast is compulsory, so don't try to ignore it. So then.
This is turning into a really weird game. I mean, it started like as if Selena's murder wasn't enough. We're now getting a whole new world, that we have to, uncover. Who knows how many mysteries. Why isn't she expecting any reaction from Tony? Does she think he's not awake enough yet? Well, I don't know what's going on with him. Oh wait, are those cracks? I didn't get a proper look last night. He looks like an old marble statue that has seen better days. Oh my, his arms kinda give away that his prototype was seriously into shooting smack. Must say though, I've never seen any drug do this to a person. Then again, Tony is coming with us, so his condition shouldn't be contagious. Right, well. Just a reminder, the expedition is traversing the void. The void is lethally dangerous, so do not come anywhere near it. Our goal is to learn, not risk your lives. No, sorry, your goal is to learn. Okay. I'm expecting everyone to approach their assignments with due diligence and a clear conscience, and do not leave the campsite without permission. Understood? Yep, understood.
Uh-huh. Yes, ma'am. Iris. I mean, yes, of course. Fine. One more thing.
Writing practice is good for manual dexterity, and for one's mental state too. Do not bottle up your emotions inside. I really suggest that you each keep a diary, and I'm here for you if you need me, of course. You can tell me anything. Okay, we each get a diary.
Dear diary, they say I might find you useful. I bet you're going to be even more useful to everyone who'd want to get into poor Iris's head and learn her dirty little secrets. Dear everyone, I hope you're ashamed of yourselves. I don't want to show my scribbles to anyone, so I'll keep this notepad on me at all times. Might also start doing sketches in the margins. Raunchy ones. Nature sketches too. To be honest, writing is not exactly my thing, but Serena would have certainly liked it. I should write something down now, right? I don't know. She didn't deserve to die this way? Damn, as if there's such a thing as a deserved way to die. I just wish I could talk to her. Serena, I'm so lucky to have had you, and it would be nice to eventually turn out like you in many ways. Instead, I'm whining like a very consistent me. Get a grip, Iris. Completely out of the blue, I'm with an expedition. My crew also includes a very buff Maximilian, a rather mysterious Third, and Tony. Hard to ignore the fact that Tony is all covered in cracks. I'd like to have someone explain this to me. Dora's an obvious choice, but I cannot arrange to be alone with her just yet. Yes, Dora's our curator, a model and very no-nonsense. Very much so. I had my first nightmare last night. It was about Roy. My killer's name is Roy. And Dora mentioned him, or his namesake, in a letter to Tien. Maybe it's about the principle: if you kill them, you must marry them, or at least hurry up to organize their bright new future. Either way, as a shrewd character from a detective story would say, something's not right here. There's certainly a chance that some other Roy decided to take care of me. Only Dora, Tien, and Roy himself know the truth. Or Roys themselves. They probably won't be that willing to let me in on it. Yeah, that doesn't make it easier to comprehend life. And actually, what I want most of all is to, figure out why Roy's prototype killed Serena. It won't change anything, but it seems the right thing to know. Just look into the void, Iris. Oh, another bus. Let me guess, he died of an overdose? Really? Really? Here's one graphic example of how not to behave on an expedition. Does this example have a name? Johnny, the practitioner's group leader, a solid specialist but a reckless nutcase otherwise. You know what? Let's save. And let's see. You know what? We're not the practitioners here. I'm gonna stay inside the bus. And a very bouncy one too. I'll go up. Come get me if you need anything. Great. Johnny has found another lucky victim. Is he going to buy Third and turn him into a practitioner? Third is interested in practitioners enough as it is. It's just that John is not easy, and I won't want any of you falling under his influence. Are we going to start hopping buses? Sorry, I'm not quite following the logic here. You'll see. Dora? Excuse me. I wonder what Third is talking to this Johnny guy about. And was the ladder discouraged when it wasn't me who emerged on the roof? I mean, so the other practitioners are there, right? Iris? Yes? We're almost there. And judging by the sound of it, Johnny has left. I meant to say that you should put your shoes on and get Third back down here, please. Are you suggesting that I get a kitten down from a tree? Iris! I mean, they normally come down on their own, but sure, I'll get him. Cool boots, though. Did you meet the practitioner's leader and decide to check all the fixes and mounts right away?
Ouch. Iris, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Something happened?
We're almost there. Or not almost. Johnny has and his bouncing almost blew your socks off and you climbed out onto the roof. Are you alright?
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, here's a super quick answer. If you ever want to talk, I'm here for you.
Really, I'm fine.
Okay.
Iris?
Hmm?
What do you think? I can one foster their own courage.
If courage can at all be fostered, it's only with actions.
But you need courage in the first place to act.
Uh-huh. For example, one could go up on the roof even though Dora clearly didn't approve.
So you think I'm courageous?
Or stupid, or an overthinker, or someone who asked the wrong person for advice. Come on, let's go now.
Oh, Tien's here.
Oh, Tien. Hi, just letting you know that I got the
Sorry.
Just letting you know that I got the envelope to the staff. They were ecstatic, cried their eyes out with joy, and kept showing it to the others, and they put it in some drawer. Or something like that. Hello, Iris. Thanks, you really helped me out. Which chocolate do you like more, dark or milk? Tien, please. I can even think about food right now. Breakfast compulsory, isn't it? We're ready. Iris, go on and join the others. Right then. Everyone meet Tien, the scientist leader on our expedition. I'm going to pull her out of work from time to time for you to obtain as much valuable knowledge as possible. Welcome. Now, can I have everyone's attention, please? Reality outside mirrors is rather flexible, and you can influence it. We'll start with creating items. Here's the general idea. You study an object and focus on its image, dismissing all other thoughts. I know it sounds easy, but in practice you'll have to approach each specific item individually. Yeah? Indeed. For example, to create any food or drink, you need at least a rough idea of the molecular composition of the wanted item. Moreover, it'll take a lot of effort, a few times more than your average daily capacity. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead a little. No problem. Energy. I mean, the power that lets us create anything here is your key resource. It is limited but gets restored in your sleep. With time, you learn how to use it more efficiently. Apart from creating items, energy is also required to stabilize them. Okay, so now we're gonna have a limited amount of energy, so that's a resource that to decide how to use every single day in the game. Okay. By the way, it's an hour and a half almost. This is a long demo. Jesus. Just creating a teapot is not good enough. You have to make sure that it doesn't suddenly burst into pieces and scald everyone with hot water. Oh, this is a horrible example. I don't want to scare anyone. This is an excellent example, actually. We are, of course, going to teach you to understand how long an item you've created will hold. Everything will be alright, but still, you must understand the risks. Today, we'll try creating a door. Just creating. That'll do for now. Since our space is non-linear, you can technically open the door into anywhere, as long as you know the location you need. Let's start with your bus. There's a black metal door with paint peeling in places. It's also a bit dusty at the bottom. Have a look yourselves. What is it like to touch? Does it have its own smell? Close your eyes and try imagining a door just like this one right in front of you. Just be careful.
Okay. That's a lot. Oh, he used up all his energy.
He's breathing. And the doors? This is absolutely incredible. Dora?
I can see, yes. He needs help.
Third, quick, the bus. There's a first aid kit above the bed next to the door. Find ammonium chloride and bring it here. Max, you run to the practitioners for a stretcher. Anyone there will know where to get one.
I'm not... Maximilian, let's go.
Iris, find a doctor. The doctor's name is Takeo. He's tall and has dark hair tied in a long ponytail. He should be at the scientist camp. If you don't spot him right away, ask around. My team will help you. Okay. Don't see anyone matching Tien's description. Could this be Takeo? Could this Takeo doctor guy have an emergency haircut? Or just hide when he saw a stranger? Or wander off to take on some fresh air in the endless road? Or I might get lucky and he'll be inside the bus. Still needs some refining. If you use different paints with different dosages of the active ingredient, we'll be able to produce the raw stuff simply by increasing the concentration of... Increasing concentration is increasing weight, which is a dead end. Do you want to try adorning our practitioners with bracelets and trinkets from head to toe too? Like weekend fair fortune tellers? Why stop there? How about a full-on astronaut onesie? It's called a spacesuit and nothing prevents us from carrying out the first part of the experiment. So what proportions are you suggesting, Candy? Good day everyone, I'm Iris from Dora's group. Is Takeo around? Hi, I'm Candy and these two are Marco and Susumu. Takeo's left for the practitioner's camp. The one at the end of the site. Okay, they're great. Why, what happened? Well, one of my companions fainted during our lesson. A doctor should really see him. Was he trying to create something and, like, overestimate himself? Or was he trying to impress anyone? I bet he just ignored breakfast. Or could be too stressed. Shush! Hey Otto, come out, we need a doctor. Who's Otto? What else now? You look pretty healthy to me. And so do they. Her too. One of the newbies went out like a light. Iris will take you there. Why me? Where's the kill? Oh no. Cut all the banter, please. He's with the practitioners. We should go. Thanks, Candy. You're welcome. I was just looking for a reason to wake him up. Come visit again. Takeo's at the practitioners now, so I've suddenly brought Otto. Oh, great job. You did the right thing. I'm sorry I didn't mention this option earlier. I should have thought of that. Hello, Otto. Yeah, Iris. Sorry, that's Dora. Sorry. Yes, Iris. Very well done. We didn't find any ammonium chloride, so I've sent Third to help Max. Otto, hi. Have a look at him. What? Iris, hi. Step away from him. What?
Sure thing. It's always better to wake up someone else rather than engage in a quick running exercise yourself. Well, hi Dora, hi Tien. What's his story?
A prototype with a serious drug addiction, deep psychological trauma, and substantial powers to top it all off. He created doors with a single gesture and then fainted. I caught him halfway, so there was no hitting the ground. His breathing is stable, but the pulse seems regular.
And the pulse seems regular, not but, and. I recall some details from his form now. Congrats, Dora. You've landed yourself a Superman. As long as the guy doesn't go off on rails completely, the practitioners and the scientists will be killing each other over him by the end of the trip. In fact, they still will, even if he loses it. Huh? There you go. He's coming around. You should have put his legs up somehow. Is it your first expedition ever or what? Come on, you guys. How should we better... Oh, great. Lift him up, fellas, and get him on the bus.
What?
What? He's the doctor.
Otto is the doctor.
This is Otto and he's a doctor. No, this is Otto and he's a ballerina who sadly cannot go large here and perform her signature fouette jump. Why else would I want him lifted? You think I'm suffering from a door shortage and want him to crack out if it doesn't more? Okay, Jesus. Grumpy much?
A fouette is not a jump.
What?
In essence, a fouette is a tiptoed turn on one foot, dear ballerina Otto.
What's the bloody difference?
It's in the jump. There is none. A turn, yes. Thrust with the other leg with each revolution of the dancer, yes. A jump? No. Iris, stop giving him a hard time. Although the guys are done. I need to state a diagnosis that Takeo won't question. Go on now.
Yep, a sick Superman.
Don't mind him, everyone. Aro just got up on the wrong side of the bed. It happens.
Something tells me that happens a lot. Tien, it's no big deal, honestly. Let's just hope that Tony gets better.
Why are you even apologizing? He's a scientist. I'm responsible for him. It's good you're not taking it personally. Since everything here is under control now, I'll set off for my camp. See you around.
Okay. Maximilian? Where are you off to? He's trying to make a door. Just, you know, away. We shouldn't all go too far. Dora might need our help. Isn't there a doctor there? I won't be long. I'll just circle the bus a few times. Strange. Very strange. He's never done that before. Must be worried about Tony.
Or about...
But Tony will be fine. We inherit our prototype's looks, but that's it. No diseases, no habits, no addictions. That means he's safe.
As if I said anything against it. Or... Hold on. Has anyone of us lost their memory?
What do you mean?
Amnesia rids people of their difficult past and the emotional problems that go all the way back.
I disagree. The past doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure. And then it stops existing.
I mean, you're right all in all. If the medics learn to process individual memories, amnesia would be a great way out and around.
Oh, even so. I wasn't being serious, you know.
Oh, sorry, I didn't pick up on that. It's a little bit weird. Iris, you didn't think that Tony fainted because of some unsettling memories?
I mean, we don't know what Tony was thinking of at the time, but then... He fainted because of overexertion. Luckily, he didn't hit the ground. I presume that creating all those doors at once can be likened to hard physical labor or severe stress. Which brings us back to basic psychology. Tony is certainly not used to taking care of himself. A pair of specs will go great with this dip speech. I mean, yeah, sure. Came out even better than I imagined. Too good, maybe. Professor Iris will answer all your questions. No prepayment required. That'll be £200 for the session, Maximilian.
Puh. Here we go again. Won't even remember me later, and yet here I am making rounds. You're Iris, right? You proud of yourself?
Very much so. Usually I am for a reason, but I can call a bet too.
What's the point of your threat if you cannot even arrange basic first aid for someone who has fainted?
What does he mean by cannot? When someone faints, you should make sure that the breathing is steady and check for any injuries sustained from the fall. If there are none, lay the subject on their back, turn their heads to the side to free the airways, and lift up their legs. They should come around in a minute or so. If they do not, lay the body fully on the side and call an ambulance. Hold on, what was that? Sounds like some learned text. Must be from a script. However, I don't remember any other lines that could connect all this together, and Serena has never played a medic. First I go crazy, second I tell everyone how to nurse me back to health. That'd be super elegant. This is a little bit weird thing. You know, it's especially weird that there's no music.
Have you been asking smarter people for information while I've been away? Or maybe you knew it all along but chose not to interfere. Can't be too bad if the kid chokes on his own tongue, right? To hell with him, those supermen are overrated, right? Stop it. You're being unconstructive. Tell us instead, how's Tony? I've explained it all to Dora, and I don't care to repeat anything. Unconstructive. Talking about the threat is unconstructive while defending your point is not in the slightest. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Iris, do you really know how to do first aid properly?
I don't think so. You see, I'm not sure of myself anymore. As we've just found out, I'm not too bad when upstaging auto is at stake.
And what about, other cases?
Well, I'm not a doctor, so I can search for the pulse by feeling one's neck and state there's none, or ask, "Are you alright?" with sincere worry, or scream murder upon seeing blood. I can actually pretend to faint and fall in the way so as not to hurt myself. Anyway, feel free to call on me if you find a situation boring, and certainly not to call for me if anyone needs real medical care.
They're speechless. Dora's taking too long. I'll go for another walk. Maximilian, she might need our help. Well, I won't be too far. I better go, it's better to go later, right?
This is a little awkward.
Shall we focus on something useful instead? Like, what do you want to create first of all?
Well, I'm not sure. I start with the very doors.
Tony's produced so many. Well, at least Iris likes them.
Says he with disapproval.
So what's this thing? Oh, exit? You two are unconstructive. Okay.
Can I make a door now? Can I try and make a door?
We got a chance to join an expedition and look for new territories.
And so?
Just like the books about journeys to uncharted worlds.
You mean unrealistic but super cool?
For fictional characters, it's all realistic enough.
Do you reckon they'll add dragons and blasters later?
As far as I know, this place definitely has no dragons. Now, regarding blasters, well, we can probably fashion something visually similar.
I am intrigued.
And what if there's something bad there? I mean, what if they find something? We're not going to find anything bad. What classifies as bad anyways? A volcano? Well, just don't go near it then. Right. Yes? So many awkward, like, pauses. Oh, there's a plate, Iris? Do you like braiding your hair?
Braiding?
Uh-oh. Memory? A memory.
If Susie sees this, she'll give me the usual rant on how I should braid from the very roots. Oh.
Iris?
What the?
Iris, say something.
Ouch, my arm.
I'll get some balm. Be right back.
What's that? She's cracking too.
There's got a few too. And Tony. There says that many cracks in the very beginning. It should eventually go. I don't have any cracks, probably because I'm in a better physical shape than others. Just the way it is. There you go. It might itch a little.
Thanks.
Don't worry, Dora says the cracks are common in the beginning. It's no big deal unless there are way too many. Like Tony? Here are mine. I don't even feel them anymore.
Yeah, but I don't want cracks.
Iris? Are you alright?
Yes.
You're holding onto the bomb and not doing anything with it. You sure you're alright? Need help with opening it?
No, thank you. Tony seems to be doing better.
Is he calling for Rika again?
Yes, and others. What have we here? How's the crack?
Not pleasant.
Ah, I see. It's small. It'll probably even close eventually.
I hope it does. Dora, is there anything else we should know? I think Iris isn't quite alright.
Not surprising. It's her first crack after all. Everything will be fine.
Or maybe...
Maybe what? Third, you know that cracks are not a sickness to be cured or not. If you want, you can discuss it with Takeo later. He'll provide all the details on why there's no reason to worry. Okay then, I got a small task for you. 2 tasks even. Firstly, you should check all the first aid kits in the buses. They're supposed to be restocked before departure, but ours, for example, had no ammonium chloride. I wouldn't want to discover anything else missing at some critical point. Secondly, the fact that doctors can be just about anywhere when you need them is, to put lightly, unacceptable. It should always be easy to find those who can perform first aid in a matter of minutes. So please talk to Takeo and Otto about maybe scheduling duty between them or something. They'll figure it out. Any questions? If not, I'll provide more details. Do I want to learn any more details? What do I even want at all? Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna end this here because it's been an hour and 44 freaking minutes. This is a very long ass thing. But I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with one more thing. Share the worry with someone. With Dora, because she might be the one who understands her being a model. Dora, I need psychological help. Can you do that for me? I'll catch up with the guys later. Alright, do you mind if we talk inside the bus? Tony's asleep, but he shouldn't be left unattended. Sure, I don't mind. We'll keep our vigil over Tony with 4 eyes. Poor Tony. Okay then, let me just brief them on the tasks and we'll go. How can I help you? Dora, it's afternoon now. Yet beside my first nightmare, I also bagged some knowledge I can't possibly have, an out of the blue flashback about Serena and a crack in my arm. Will I even make it to dinner? More likely. Iris, I understand it's not easy for you, but really nothing terrible is happening. Like I've said before, it always takes time for the reflection to adjust to their new life after the prototype's death. Yes, it goes differently. Yes, it gets uncomfortable, but everyone goes through similar things. Third has his share of cracks, Max too suffers from memories, and Tony, well, you know. Max? Maximilian. Iris, not you too. Fine, Maximilian. I mean, you should take care of your mind, you should take your mind off all this. By making a big deal out of cracks, memories, and worries about the past, you get fixated on things you cannot change. Is that a hint that I should go and join the others? If I'm being honest, yes, but not because I want to get rid of you. It's just that it'll be better for you. New impressions are the best medicine here, trust me. Okay, I'll go, but a couple more questions, please. Do you know anyone else who used to have flashbacks? I used to, as well as some of those I was in charge of. What were they about? Or whom? About the prototype. Flashbacks are always about the prototype. I'm really sorry for you, but there's no way of escaping them. They'll be over and then you'll feel better. You'll be able to think of your prototype when you want to, not when your subconscious forces you. Iris, you will honestly feel better, even if you don't believe me now. Dora's hardly going to love these questions, so I better go one by one. Otherwise she might get to thinking, how come does the good and smart Iris know so much? Could she have peeked into the envelope? Dora, who else from the group has died in front of the mirror? What makes you think everyone else from the group died in front of the mirror? Anyone else? I sneaked a peek when you were filling in the form. Iris, you cannot do things like that. But Mom... Tell me more about the cracks, please. Will I soon end up like Tony? No, you're not gonna be like Tony. How can you be so sure? Fine, it's highly unlikely that anything similar will happen to you. There are no promises for that. Oh, sorry, there are no premises for that. There are promises. Tony's prototype was constantly in an altered state of mind, which was passed on. Which had an impact. It still does, a little bit to a lesser extent. Tony's very vulnerable and he can potentially shatter. Takeo and I were mentoring him and his current state is stable. Why did you take him on this expedition then? To provide him with new impressions. Alright, and what about our friendly hunk? Why isn't he cracking? Not everyone cracks right away. There's nothing unusual about Maximilian's state. Speaking of cracks... Here, look. Wow. Everyone gets them eventually, sooner or later. Scientists are yet to figure out why. If you get yourself into the void, you'll crack quickly. May easily shatter in less than a minute. But overall reflections usually crack because of stress or pain. Yet again, not all reflections, and not always. Generally speaking, like I've said before, we don't know how cracks work for sure. What can I do here on the expedition to take my mind off? Well, for starters, have a look around. Once you have something that sparks your interest, you tell me or the person busy with it. Chances are they'll gladly accept help while you'll find something you like doing. Anyway, better go catch up with Max and Third. They must still be with the practitioners, unless they tricked me and you and afflicted. That's unlikely. And didn't you mean to say Maximilian? Oh no. As in, oh yes, that's what I meant to say, right? So what? You think
everything was okay just because I kept quiet? I'm not enjoying it if you didn't notice. Oh god, no. Episode 1. So now we got we got music here? Why are you yelling? Let's discuss. Me yelling? Well, let's discuss whatever, sure. Know how that's going to go? I'll tell you how. You'll discuss everything with your own self, you'll all be pleased, and then you move on to your tasks. And you don't give a damn about others. That's very weird. Maximilian, this is absolutely not...
Bad timing and missing the point. First Max wants to wander around in solitude, and third observes order, and now this. Maybe my input made a difference the first time around, but this time they did just fine without me. I'm almost hurt. A very determined Chloe. Should I maybe stop her? Or no, actually. She'll definitely resolve the situation fast. Might draw some blood, but she will surely be fast. No, let's not stop her. I wanna see... Fine then, let's see how it goes.
Maximilian, just listen to me.
No, you both listen to me instead. You come out to our camp and yell like you're asking for trouble. But you don't ask with respect. If your own campsite, is your own campsite not cozy enough for you to yell around? Ah, sure, Mommy Dora might tell you off and maybe even leave you in the desert after dinner. Has not crossed your minds that she's not exactly going to kick you out of the trip, let alone the bus? Have you considered that I don't need your stupid drama here? Now shut up, turn around, and get the hell out of here. Am I clear?
Damn. Yes, sorry, Chloe.
Get out. Whoa.
Okay.
Well, that's Takeo.
You're from Dora's group too, aren't you?
Yes, and my name is Iris, by the way. Dora gave us a task. I was going to join 3rd and Maximilian, but I'm currently feeling somewhat disoriented.
As far as I know, they have already checked the practitioner's first aid kits, but haven't gotten around to ours. They also informed me of Dora's request to schedule doctor duty. I'll come up with a solution and let your curator know in a little while.
Therefore, 3rd and Max are either with the scientists now at our camp. Thank you, Takeo. Yet still, where did they go, and should I pursue them? If I visit the scientists and find 3rd and Max there, we'll be able to complete the task together. If they're with Dora, I can deal with the first aid kits myself. Or screw it, shall I just go back to the camp? No, I'm gonna end it here because it's been 1 hour and 53 minutes, and this seems like it's a huge, very beefy demo of Still Joking. Of course, if you want to see what happens after this, and you know, if there's gonna be some weird or very dramatic end of the demo, they can check it out. There's a link in the description below to Still Joking's Steam page. You can wishlist the game there, download the demo there, and you know, we'll have to see how it all unfolds in full in the 4th quarter of 2023. Hopefully there's going to be a resolution as to, you know, who killed Serena, and I don't know, maybe stop the cracks, because come on, Iris is too pretty to crack, so that's a problem. Hopefully we're gonna solve that, and yeah, well, I mean, I assume we'll also get to the bottom of the community and what their actual real deal is, because I don't trust them at this point. But that was everyone, that was the demo version of Still Joking. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like what I do here, subscribe, check out the back catalog, check out YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey, Rumble, because I'm on all those platforms, and there's tons and tons of cool games to discover. And yeah, other than that, just see the ways to which you can support me in the description below. And this person looks pretty familiar. Thanks again for watching, and until the next time we see each other, have an awesome day.